Yada samharate chayam kurmonganiva sarvashaha indriyanindriyartebhyastasya prajna pratishtita. One is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell. He is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. Key here is one is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects. The test of a yogi, devotee, or self-realized soul is that he is able to, this is a beautiful statement, right? He is able to control the senses according to his plan. Talk about this. Most people, however, are servants of the senses and thus directed by the dictation of senses. That is the answer to the question as to how the yogi is situated. The senses are compared to venomous serpents. They want to act very loosely and without restriction. The yogi or the devotee must be very strong to control the serpents like a snake charmer. He never allows them to act independently. There are many injunctions in the revealed scriptures. Some of them are do nots and some of them are do's. Unless one is able to follow the do's and don'ts, restricting oneself from sense enjoyment, it is not possible to be firmly fixed in Krishna consciousness. The best example set herein is the tortoise. The tortoise can at any moment wind up its senses and exhibit them again at any point for particular purposes. Similarly, the senses of the Krishna conscious persons are used only for some particular purpose in the service of the Lord and are withdrawn otherwise. Arjuna is being taught here to use his senses for the service of the Lord instead of for his own satisfaction. Keeping the senses always in the service of the Lord is the example set by the analogy of the tortoise who keeps the senses within. So this is the most important line in this statement. Actually, till we come to this statement, we'll be thinking, oh, okay, artificial sense control, artificial sense control, artificial sense control. Finally, Prabhupada says, no artificial sense control. Engage senses in the service of the Lord. This verse has to be read in conjunction with the next verse. Okay, so I'll just read that also. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drashva nivartate. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Unless one is transcendentally situated, it is not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. This is the bottom line. The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulations is something like restricting a deceased person from certain types of vegetables. The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for eatables. Similarly, sense restriction by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga, in the matter of yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, etc., is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge, but one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness no longer has taste for dead material things. Therefore, restrictions are there for less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life. But such restrictions are good only until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. One is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses taste for pale things. I mean, these two verses are like amazing. So clearly, what is the crux? Crux is one has to withdraw his senses because yoga means indriya samyama. Right? But the important part is that it has to be according to plan. What is according to plan means? Our plan is very clear that our senses have to be engaged only in the service of the Lord. That is our plan. Now, we have to control our senses according to this plan. So that is why in conjunction, both these verses when we are reading together, we will understand holistically, saying that when we are in the initial stages of bhakti, we should try to follow do's and don'ts. Now, this is, what comes first. Do's and whether we will be having the ability to follow do's and don'ts. Some of them we will be able to, some of them we will not be able to. Right, and that list will be different for different devotees based on our previous vasanas, etc. Right, so for some people, maybe giving up meat eating, tea, coffee, etc. might be very easy. For others, maybe it might be difficult. And so on and so forth. So some things will be easy for some, and some will be difficult for some. But initially, these do's and don'ts, at least that is why we say 4 regulative principles, non-breakable. Right, no negotiation there. It has to be done. Otherwise, don't enter into spiritual life. Very simple. Very simple thumb of rule, right? If we can't follow, if we have not come to the stage in our life that we can follow these 4 regulative principles strictly, and more importantly for grahasthas is the whole challenging, relationship with husband, wife, etc., only to produce Krishna conscious children, not for sense gratification. That is the way. That is where most people struggle. If we are not in that platform, we should ideally not get initiated. Now, beyond those basic fundamental rules, like I said, without which we should not even come into serious spiritual life. Now, the others is a matter of developing a higher taste. Right, like giving up attachment to La Puja Pratishtha, earning more money, like Upadeshamrita talks about all these, right? Pratyahara, Prayasa, Prajalpa, Niyamagra, Dhanasanga, Laulya. All this, giving up all these things will not happen automatically. Giving up these things will happen only when we have Param Drishtva Nivartate, higher taste. This is very interesting to understand. See, what is this higher taste that Prabhupada is talking about? See, in bhakti, all the senses can be enlivened independently. Means what? Eyes can become enlivened independently. Ears can become enlivened independently. Tongue can become enlivened independently in bhakti yoga, which means eyes, when I see the beautiful form of the Lord, eyes are happy. Eyes enjoyed a higher taste now. As a sense, eyes enjoyed a higher taste. Now, when the eyes have enjoyed this higher taste, they don't want to engage in lower taste. Simple. Ears have engaged in higher taste. Ears don't want to engage in lower taste. We are hearing about reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Then you don't want to read nonsense. You don't want to hear nonsense of this material world. Similarly, tongue, if it is always engaged in taking Krishna Prasam, it doesn't want to eat anything else. Because each of the senses have their own higher taste that they experience in bhakti. So, unless we have experienced higher taste, when we have experienced higher taste, the lower taste automatically we give up. But if you have not experienced higher taste, then we can't artificially try to control. That is why Srila Prabhupada is saying that keeping the senses always in service of the Lord is the example set by analogy of the tortoise, which is saying, he keeps his senses within. Within means just engaging the senses in the service of the Lord always, and not for sense gratification. And how is that possible? In the next verse it says, Param Drishtva Nivartate. So unless we engage in activities of bhakti in a wholehearted manner, not restricted, wholehearted manner, such that we can actually experience this bliss of bhakti. We should experience, right? Because see, this is not for sense enjoyment, but this is to get that higher taste so that we can give up the lower taste. So initially, that is why it is said, when we come into bhakti, you say, okay, you can eat as much prasadam as you want, because there are so many other restrictions put. If you also restrict the tongue, then there are very high chances of devotee falling down. They say, okay, you eat as much prasadam as you want. But then, as we progress in Krishna consciousness, we understand saying that, yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasya. So we have to restrict as we progress in Krishna consciousness. Not that, we develop one big, huge belly. Right now, we have to control our eating. Basically, belly means that we are eating more than required. We have to control, because we can't, it's just it just becomes another kind of sense gratification. If after many years of bhakti, we are still, eating for taste or eating more than required, then it's another form of sense gratification. So practicing bhakti seriously also, so then, we should have experienced higher taste. Initially, in that sense, eating prasadam is higher taste, but subsequently, serving Krishna is higher taste. Much higher than simply, filling our belly. Because prasadam is a matter of honoring, right? Because of purification, not because for taste and, filling our belly more than required. And so this is very, very important, right? So we have a plan. Plan is to use all our senses in the service of the Lord, experience higher taste. Then each of the senses will kind of give up the lower taste it has acquired from time immemorial. And thereby we will be able to control our senses. So let's gloss over this part. There are many important things here also. Transcendentally situated, which means that only for the satisfaction of Krishna's senses. Yeah, so he's talking about all this, that patient neither likes nor loses taste. So we cannot do it artificially. This is so nice. He wants to taste the beauty of Supreme Lord Krishna. Mana Krishna Padara Vindayor Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. Ambarish Maharaj. So we have to taste the beauty. For which we have to absorb ourselves in activities of bhakti, which is what we were discussing last week. Absorption is required. In the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness, that means that if you have not developed this taste, even after a few years of being in Krishna consciousness, something is wrong. If you have not lost taste for dead material things, something is wrong. Such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste. So this whole thing is about higher taste. We have to cross anartha nivrutti, asakti, nishta, ruchi. We have to come to these stages of bhakti. Right? And this is not whimsical or sahajiya kind of, right? It is following rules and regulations, do's and don'ts, standards as given by our acharyas. If we strictly follow them automatically, because we will become disciplined, we will lose, we will develop taste for Krishna, we'll lose taste for dead things, and obviously we will make progress. So the key is experiencing higher taste. So that is the reason why, festivals, things like this, we have to invite new people whom we are preaching to, invite them to be part of the celebrations, and they will experience higher taste. We are in the midst of devotees, in front of the Lord, right? Then they'll be like, okay, I think now I'll remain fixed in Krishna consciousness. But that is why, Bhagavata Dharma, but along with that, we're also doing Pancharatriki, because that developing the taste sometimes takes time by just hearing Shravanam Kirtanam. But when somebody is engaged in Pancharatrika Vidhi, they see the Lord in the Archa Vigraha form, same so beautifully decorated, and so nice foodstuffs being offered, devotees showing so much of love and affection in their service to the Lord. Then they get attracted. Oh, this is nice. I also want to do this. And we'll say, yes, of course, but then there are so many things to be done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they become motivated. Okay, to be able to achieve this, then I'm going to give up all this nonsense, right? Because I've experienced something higher. So that's important. Okay, any thoughts?
Oh, I have one question. It is mentioned that one who is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses his taste for pale things.
Yes.
So when we get attracted to prasadam, right? So prasadam is like initially it was the material food, but now it is offered to Krishna, so it becomes spiritualized. So what is the spiritual nature? Like, so we say that spirit soul, which is Jiva, then super soul is there, and then Lord is Supreme Lord is there. So is this spiritualized, right? When we say that the prasadam is spiritualized, is it like Brahma Jyoti, which is the Paramatma feature, or what is the nature?
No, basically it doesn't belong to this material world. That's all. It's not jada. It's not dead. It's spiritualized because, see, whatever is in touch with Krishna is spiritual. When Krishna is accepted the bhoga, it becomes prasadam, which means that it is touched by him. That means that it's no longer just material food.
Yeah.
It's spiritual food.
So basically, it's like the same food which is being offered to Lord in Goloka. It becomes equal to that, something like that, is it? Or
Yeah, I mean, see, there's nothing. I mean, we don't have to compare against what is being offered. I mean, see, there's no difference between offering Krishna here versus offering him in Goloka, right? There's no difference. The point is that it is being offered to the Lord. If it is offered with love and affection and devotion, which is the most important part, then the Lord accepts. And when he accepts, when he touches, right, then that's it. It acquires his nature. What is his nature? Spiritual. So it becomes spiritual.
okay, yeah.
Right. See, the other important thing about Bhoga, if we are not offering with love, it becomes Vaidhi. And in Vaidhi, Lakshmi Narayana accept our offering. Radha Krishna will not. Because Krishna wants love. So it's very important that we cook Bhoga with love and we offer with love. Okay. If love is missing ingredient, then it may or may not be accepted by. It might be completely Brahminical, clean, all that is fine. But it may not be accepted by Krishna if there's no element of love.
Yeah.
That is why there is always a consideration of Vaidhi and Raganuga. We'll talk about Raganuga later. But yeah, just we should always have that consciousness saying that, that is why, that cooking department is so important because it's so dear to Srimati Radharani. Right. So if we can cook in that consciousness, then the Lord will accept. Then those who are accepting that prasadam can feel the difference. That it is spiritualized.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna.
Also, the prasadam, you said that is honoring.
Yeah.
We are honoring the prasadam, right?
Yes.
That means we should not treat prasadam as for our enjoyment.
Yes.
We should not take it with this mood, or let me enjoy this taste. This is very tasty. So many varieties.
Yeah.
So that mood itself is wrong, Prabhu.
Correct.
So whatever is the prasadam, irrespective of variety, taste, or whatever, we should just honor it.
Yes. Absolutely. Right. So, which is why, see, in the initial stages, that's why I was saying there are two stages in multiple stages, but at least two significant stages. One is the early days where we will eat prasadam for taste. It's fine. As in, like I said, because everything else we have curtailed. So devotees will eat prasadam and they will eat for taste because, of course, it is spiritual. So it will taste completely different from whatever we've eaten all our life. And devotees are attracted to that and they eat. And that keeps many people in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada, when he preached, just by ISKCON bullets, he made so many people devotees. Of course, Prabhupada's presence only is electrifying, is spiritual, right? But he also says that by prasadam, so many people became devotees. So prasadam is definitely a way to attract people into Krishna consciousness. But once we have come into Krishna consciousness, our duty as we are making progress is to understand that I can't become attached to prasadam because it is tasting nice or because it is an item that I like. Once it is offered to the Lord, it is done deal. Just have to be eaten with the respect that and like that is why it's called honor, right? Because Lord has mercifully given this as his blessing. We should feel fortunate that we are getting to honor prasadam and we do it in that mood. That is why why we don't taste when cooking. Second is, if something, of course, generally when we make the offering, we should offer salt to the Lord because salt is one where it's very difficult sometimes. It should never go excess. It can be less, and if it is less, there should be extra salt offered to the Lord in the plate, non-offered salt, so that Lord. And we expect saying that okay, if some adjustment, Lord will accept, right? But suppose a salt is more, for example, and we offer to the Lord. When we start eating, we cannot now start adjusting it, saying that let me pour some water, let me put some sugar, let me do this, let me do that. Baba, Lord has accepted. You cooked like that and you offered to the Lord, and now for your own taste you are adjusting the food. That's not acceptable, right? And somebody offered some vegetable that you don't like or you don't normally eat. It comes onto your plate, you don't remove it. You don't say no. You have to simply honor it. Right? So this is a matter of progress. As we make progress, we will understand these things, right? And we're not here for sense gratification. Actually, there are other etiquettes also. Sometimes, when you're sitting in for prasadam and somebody serves you something, and you should just accept it. You should not ask more. If they again come and they ask, then you can say, okay, Prabhu, we can offer little. We depend on Krishna, saying, if he gives, I take, otherwise I don't take. You should practice these things little by little, becoming completely dependent. You should develop that faith now, ultimately saying that Krishna is in control. Krishna is saying that I take care. So he will take care. Yogakshemam Bahamyam. But if we want to solve everything by our own effort, no, I want more, so I am calling, Prabhu, please come and serve this. Okay, you think that you only have to do, okay. It's fine, it's not bad, but it can still go further. Right, so these are things for develop full faith in the Lord. Okay.
Prabhu, we're making a lot of mistakes here, at least myself. Whatever you're telling, right? I'm asking for more. Or
like I said, asking more is okay initially. I'm saying, see, these are things to make progress.
At least we should be aware of this. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Proper,
yes.
Without someone telling, we never know that this is not proper way.
Yeah.
And when boga is offered and a lot of varieties are there, we may feel like, oh, let me get that variety, this variety, and whatever randomly comes. This mentality we should change, right? As you said now,
absolutely. Yeah.
Whatever comes, we should take it as Krishna Prasad and honor it.
Yeah.
And Prabhu, many times I observe that the people who were serving, right, they take the prasadam, they prepare plates for themselves and reserve it to have it later once the service is over. Is that proper, or we should just be satisfied with whatever is left at the end after serving?
Okay, so if I am serving, I will not do it. Let me put it that way.
I get this doubt many times. Is that should we reserve?
That's what. If I am doing, if I am serving, I will not keep a plate. Let's not worry about what others do.
But that is ideal, right? When we are serving, means we should focus on just serving.
I mean, in all aspects of Krishna consciousness, right? Like completely depending on the Lord is what needs to be done. Unfortunately, we end up doing all kinds of material planning for ourselves, right? Whether it is required or not. Not everything is required. Anyway, that's a bigger topic. But yes, in this case, yes. Not, just whatever is available is Lord's mercy.
And one more thing, Prabhu. See, suppose whatever we like, we prepare that and offer to Lord, and we are suppose pizzas, burgers, or so many things, right? All these cookies. How do we? This is completely wrong, or it's okay, or because even in temple they sell these pizzas, burgers, all that, and we eat it, thinking that okay, this is a chance for me to.
What does Krishna like? Where is that Bhakti Vinod Thakur song? You should read that Bhakti. You should read that song, no? See, we should understand one thing. When Prabhupada went to the West, right? Where did he go? He went to America. What do people eat in America? A lot of all this, right? Burger, pizza, this, that, and all that. What did he offer to people who came to his gatherings? He offered pizza, burger. He could have given no, saying that, oh, people will be more attracted. No. He gave dal, rice, chapati, sabji, and ISKCON bullet. There's a reason Prabhupada did all this, right? So This is standard food for us. Standard prasadam is that. Right? But like I said, lower platform, we can do these things, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal. So nowadays, at least what I'm trying to do is, if I look at something in the Govindas which is attracting me taste-wise, I will not take it. Simply I try, saying that, okay, can I hold on? You have to try, slowly and steadily. We might fail first time, we might, 10th time we might succeed. Whatever, we can keep trying. That says everything that Rohini Mata and Srimati Radharani cook for Krishna. Amazing it is. Anyway, yeah. So the point is, yes, we should slowly get over these things.
Yes, bro. Because it's my problem also. Because we are not eating outside. When I see these items in temple, right, I indulge in.
Okay, let me make one thing clear, right? See, we have to remain in the higher taste. Okay. So we should not do anything which is going to pull us down and then make us eat some non-prasadam. We should know where we stand. Okay. We should not restrict ourselves so much that our senses will rebel and we end up doing some other nonsense. That is why prasadam, there is sufficient flexibility given. Flexibility means eat prasadam. Right? Initially, yeah, Prabhupada is like, yeah, you whatever you like, you cook and offer to Krishna. But that's not ideal. That's just to bring people into Krishna consciousness. Right? As in, it's better than not to bring people into Krishna. It's better than eating non-prasadam, right? So yeah, okay, you like something pizza, okay, cook and offer to Krishna and eat. So that you don't get attracted to outside food. Right? But that's the initial stage. We have to make progress from there.
Yeah.
That is important.
Okay.
Yes, and see, as devotees, like, see, our Goswamis, they taught, right? I mean, like, they were not even sleeping. They were not even eating, right? Like, we cannot do like them. But we should understand, saying that we cannot live for prasada seva, right? We have to slowly progress towards high, like, I can't say higher or lower, but higher kind of, what should I say, stages, or giving up our sense gratification even in bhakti. Because, for example, somebody is asked to sweep the floor. I say, no, I can't do this because I only give classes. This is sense gratification, right? Labh puja pratishta. We should just do, Bhardev Prabhupada said, whatever it takes. Right? So we should give up these things also. Somebody says, can you please help with the service? Yes, Prabhu. That's it. So we should progress, we should move, we should take ourselves out of the equation, right? Only Krishna has to be in the picture. This is a matter of practice and sadhana. And like I keep saying, right, for everything, associate with the right kind of devotees, then you will learn the right kind of things. If you associate with not so ideal practices, then we end up following those. Simple as that. Okay, I think we are time up. Anything else? Anybody has anything else to say? It's already 9:15.
So I have one more question, bro, here. You said if it is not done with love, Lakshmi Narayan will accept it, not Radha Krishna.
Yeah.
So whatever we are offering, definitely, if not Krishna, definitely Lakshmi Narayan is accepting it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Vaidhi, if you are processing the process of Vaidhi properly, then he'll be accepting. Yes, they'll be accepting. See, please, one thing, Vaidhi, he has a lot of rules and regulations, okay? We don't follow all these rules and regulations much. Actually, it is very difficult because in ISKCON, like, actually ISKCON is a Raganuga Marga, technically, right? Like, so, and Prabhupada, see, the way he has presented all the scriptures, etc., everything is to develop that attachment to Krishna, right? But rule-based, right? Vaidhi-based. Right, so that quickly we can move to developing love for Krishna. But if we are doing very mechanically, then then we have to make sure that we strictly follow the rules, right? And even in Bhoga offering is not like simple, right? Like so much of standards have to be maintained. Still the consciousness still has to be pure, right? It can't be material consciousness. Even if you don't do love, even if you're doing mechanical, it should be with the mode of service, right? So that is why I keep saying that kitchen is like a person in charge of kitchen can change the whole family. If the service is done well, it is amazingly powerful. Anyway, I think our focus should be to have that love and affection when we are offering, and feeling of like fallen, saying, "Oh Lord, I might not have, I'm not done it really with, with that high standards, but please accept this for, offering from this fallen soul." And so we are clear that we are in a fallen state, and we beg Lord to accept in spite of all the gaps. But we should be aware of these. So consciousness should prick, saying, what is it? We really doing it nicely, or we just doing it for the sake of doing it? And then that also helps us to develop love for Krishna, because Krishna is a boy, 15, 16-year-old. We should offer. We should. That is why I see some of these things. We should know how nicely Lord is served in Vrindavan. It's so amazing. We should. We can't go up to those standards, but we should at least, we should understand, saying that it should be done with so much love. And this love is not some sentimental, like, right? We love Krishna because we are part and parcel. We want to serve him. We want to serve him nicely. And he is our Supreme Lord. We are his servants. We don't have to go to higher rasas and all that for this, but this much is good, right? We know that Krishna is a person. We know what is his eternal age. We know how much we should serve. We know we should know what all he likes. All these things we should know. That is the aspect of love. Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Okay.
Prabhu,
right.
I still have doubts, Prabhu.
Okay, we'll maybe continue. It's already 9:15. Maybe you can put on the group. I'll record my responses and put it on the group. Okay. Right. So we'll conclude unless anybody has anything else to say. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय, समवेत गौरभक्तवृन्द की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll meet again on Wednesday. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Okay.